welcome back to another video. What's going on, everybody? Doing well. Hope everyone else is. Can't complain. Another day. It's been a while since I hopped on, made a video, but just been kind of busy. But we are back with World of Warcraft. Wow, I know, crazy. It's been a minute since I made a video on World of Warcraft. Years, 10 years probably. And the last one I made, I think, was the most popular video I've ever done on this channel. It's got like, I don't know, almost 30,000 views, which was a lot back then, 10, 12 years ago. That was a lot of views, but after that I kind of stopped playing. I kind of lost interest, but this remix, Pandaria, I can't lie, it's actually kind of fun. It is pretty fun. There's a couple gripes I feel about it, but I'll get into that in a little bit. But it is mindless fun, and I think that's what WoW needs. Honestly, I think they need more of this. I could see them. I could see why they bring it and take it and bring it back later and all this other stuff. I mean, I get that, but man, it's great when you live in the city. Excuse all the noise. It just is what it is. There's no sound deadening in the world that could drown that out. Even if I record 2 in the morning, it's the same noises. So anyway, I do understand why they bring it and take it back for sure. Because it would just pull too many. I feel like it would pull too many people from the normal servers. People would just play this to feel OP, overpowered. But I will say the way they implemented the rewards, like the mounts, you can get mounts and stuff like that. Anyone who's pretty hardcore into this game, I think most of the mounts I've seen in that shop, they have them. You know what I mean? So this isn't really for those people. Same with the armor sets. Most of the people have those as well. People who've been raiding for years, they have all that. I think this mode is 100% to pull people who really never played WoW before, or who are super casual like me nowadays, into this game. I feel, and that's my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who play, who are serious into the game, play this mode for sure for fun. But what have I, and I'm not great anymore, and I don't have my mouse anymore, so I'm a clicker. But I still have basic knowledge of the game, right? But and there are people who are overpowered, but even my characters, I don't feel over. And I rushed leveled a lot of these characters. I have 4 or 5. I think I've managed to pump out, and I started playing this late. I think when I hopped on, it was like 70 days left or something like that. So you could level characters really fast. I leveled. I tried a hunter, which I never tried before. I leveled a DK, and then I leveled this paladin and a mage. I leveled a mage and a paladin. This paladin right here. And like I said, so yeah, it's really fun to level. Obviously, it doesn't take time at all. Doing the quests. I forgot how much of a quest grind World of Warcraft can be. Doing these, but coming back to Pandaria, which I liked. I actually, this expansion was the most fun I think I've had in the WoW game, other than probably like Cat. I think Cataclysm was real good, but this one I actually had a lot of fun in. Since obviously Wrath of the Lich King, because I think that was the first one I played, and I got into that a little late. But Wrath was really fun. DK build and Wrath. Frost's Death Knight was the most fun I've ever had in a World of Warcraft game. It was just the DPS. It was so fun to play. It wasn't like you didn't need a mathematics doctorate to understand how to do damage. It was just fun, you know what I mean? And but this is definitely close to that. This is close. But and like I said, I think the bad things about this game is, kind of not fun. That makes it grinding kind of tiresome to me is one, the rewards. Like I said, most people already got those mounts. I didn't see anything new. I mean, I could be bugging, but um, and then the armor sets are from older raids. So and they still look cool, but and then there's transmog. I think they should have did something special for this when it comes to the armor sets instead of just transmog garbage. I get it. You can use them for other, tunes, as they say, other characters throughout your accounts, but I feel like just regular armor sets would have felt more special to me instead of transmog. This game has gone down the transmog hellscape. In my opinion, everything's transmog. Um, I've noticed, but uh, yeah, but it is it is a lot of fun. Um, but I do think the rewards for grinding this should have been better outside of just feeling overpowered. Cause I mean I'm gonna be honest. I mean I do kind of feel sometimes I feel overpowered, sometimes I feel underpowered. To be honest with you, I don't think you should have to go out there and find some frog gate cheese spot to go ham with these threads of times just to get your character like ridiculously hammed out. I mean that should be just you should get that just from questing and doing dungeons and raids. I mean I feel like that should be there already. You shouldn't have to find some hole in the wall in the middle of Pandaria with a bunch of squirrels or some shit to be OP. But so that's another thing. That's the biggest issue I have with this game. To feel truly overpowered, because I feel like a lot of my characters aren't more powerful than top tier rating characters that people have on their normal accounts. Like there's people with way more HP, people with way more higher tier gear, and I feel like if I'm not by 70, if I'm not already better than those top tier characters in normal servers or normal accounts, then what's the point? You should be already feel like you're higher than those people. You know what I mean? And that's just not the case, in my opinion. I mean, again, I could be wrong, but and also it's some weird. I'm glad it's still on my screen because I don't know if if my add-on is bugging, but the reason why I even made this character because I was on a hunter. I saw some OP hunters out there, and I was like, I never played a hunter, so let me make a hunter. I made a hunter. I just could not. I don't know, man. Maybe I just suck, but I just could not get my hunter to feel like a beast, like the way I was seeing people do. So I switched over to because I was in a raid and I saw this mage just dominant, like putting out crazy numbers. So I was like, you know what? Let me, that'd be fun. I wanted to try something different, but let me do a mage. And I did feel kind of overpowered early on with the mage, like I was beasting, but then it kind of started to get towards the top. You know what I mean? When I started doing more actual, not the raid finder, but when I started getting into actual raids, I just won't feeling like a monster. So I was like, you know what? Frost DKs were super fun. Let me run a Frost DK. So I started running the Frost DK. It wasn't that great, but I was like, let me grind to 70 to see what happens. Put some more time in. And then I got into a dungeon and I got out DPS'd by like this person in a paladin, and they were, I think I was like 65, 70 with my DK, and the paladin was maybe 40, level 40, and they were doing over a million something damage, and it was just crazy. And they didn't have any, this item tier level wasn't high or nothing. They were just going ham. So I was like, you know what? Let me try that then, because that's really what we looking for when we playing this, right? I mean, to feel like a beast, to feel overpowered, right? OP, as they say. So I started up this paladin, and it is fun. Like I'm not gonna lie, it is fun. But for some reason, I'm not doing any real crazy damage. I know I'm only level 62, but that that paladin that I saw, I mean, there's no build at that early on in the game. I mean, in the skill tree, there's just not. You don't have that many skills unlocked. And last night, but when I hopped on and started trying to level up a little bit, this is a priest, level 20, mind you, level 20 priest, doing 4.9 million damage. Now I thought maybe this thing was just bugging out, but I wasn't doing any damage compared to this priest, like not even close. And no one was really, but level 20. I looked at their gear, the most basic gear. I don't know if these people had just somehow cheesed the time runner threads or if they're just cheating. But how does in this OP game mode does a level 20 completely destroy a level 60 in DPS? I just don't see how that's possible. Now, if there's a way to just maybe they're grinding time runners threads, but if you're killing that many mobs or monsters in the world, because that's the only way they could be doing it, level 20. I mean, you start at level 10. So they went somewhere and just grinded out time threads, but wouldn't that level you automatic too? I mean, if you went that hard on grinding threads, your level would go up. I mean, you get XP from killing monsters, so they would have to have killed so many monsters to get that amount of threads to boost their character without having, so early on. I feel like that would just level you as well, right?
The
I mean,
tip
am
of
I
the
bugging?
Horde Spear, no greater honor. Come what may, we fight on.
I mean, maybe
Hellscream's
I am
eyes
bugging,
are
but
upon
I just feel like, how do you can't just time thread boost your character without getting XP from monsters. So if you're killing that many monsters to by level 20, your time threads are just insane. You would be higher than 20. You wouldn't just have acquired 10 levels from doing so much time thread grinding, right? I feel that. I feel like it, or unless this is bugged somehow and, they won't actually doing that much damage, but it seems accurate to me. Any other circumstance I'm in, it seems pretty accurate. And my build could be trash because I've never done a paladin before, so my skills could be completely mismatched. But I feel like in a OP setting, right? It really shouldn't matter what skills you choose, because if someone chooses the right skills, right, and their build is completely, thought out and meticulously crafted, then yeah, I feel like those people are going to be doing insane damage for sure. But I feel like any build in this OP quote unquote setting is going to be viable. You're going to be doing damage regardless.
I need to target
So I
something
just
first.
don't, I don't know what's going on. Our priest is so OP. I feel like if you're doing that much damage at level 20, at level 70, you're going to be a god. I mean, you're going to be one hitting everything in the game. And granted, I have seen some people in game, doing raids. While doing raids, I have seen people, killing raid bosses extremely fast. But, what's the secret sauce? That's what I'm saying. Like, if the secret sauce is something that's so cheesy, then it completely destroys the mode to me. Because, what are all these suckers doing? Leveling up and grinding dungeons when you can just go somewhere and kill a bunch of frogs. Which they patched that out. I'm just using that because that's the the most notable thing. A bunch of frogs and become Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the biggest gripe I have with this. It seems like there's some kind of, again, I could just be bad, but it seems like there's some secret way to just be a beast.
I don't have a target.
But I don't know. I mean, unless I'm just completely leveling this paladin wrong, I would feel like maybe I should put more effort in crits. But all my gear is low level gear, and it's crit gear. It's all crit gear anyway. Or mastery. I mean, I have a bunch of mastery, but armor shouldn't really play that much into it, especially under level 70, because you really only get what you get. You know what I'm saying? What drops is what drops, and most of the time it's all the same stuff anyway. But this is the thing that really is going to boost you. This is the OP stat right here. This is what's going to boost you over the top, and you can't pick what you get from the threads. I mean, they just drop randomly, and you get what you get. So it ain't like well, you should be using all critical strike threads. I mean, how do you get that? I mean, you can't pick your threads, right? As far as I know, you just get the random threads that drop from when you kill, you know, monsters and whatnot. So whatever happens, is it just a lottery? Like, some people are just lucky enough so where they get all mastery threads and all critical strike thread or whatever, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad, but which is fine. But I feel like I wouldn't be that bad to where at level 20 is completely out DPSing me in a dungeon. So that does make it a little frustrating. That doesn't make it not fun, because just grinding and being able to, I've done a lot of raids that I've never been able to do just because I haven't played the game in so long. And then when I was playing this, even the Mist, when I was playing this, I didn't raid much at all because it was just too much. You know what I mean? Like, you had to, certain guilds and people were doing the raids at certain times. You had to be online, all that Discord and stuff, and I just wasn't really down for all that, to be honest. So I accepted that I would never be a raider per se, quote unquote. But this has allowed me to actually participate in a lot of raids that I've never been able to do, and it has reinvigorated my drive to play more on the retail and to like raid more. So I do want to do that. But what I will say is, even in this OP game mode, people are still picky about who they let into the raids. Because me being a complete noob, I thought that you could only do this. I thought this was the raids until I looked on a forum and someone said, Blizzard, you could tell Blizzard's mistake in how they do their UI or whatever when people don't know that you have to go to the pre-made groups and then go to raids to do the actual raids themselves. To all y'all beasts out there, y'all probably thinking like, of course, what do you mean? That's stupid. But I didn't even know that, and apparently a lot of other people didn't know that either from looking at the forums. But yeah, so, and I get, if you want to do a heroic, these people are looking, I guess it's the item level you need to have before they will even let you into their thing. If you're doing some, mystic plus 5, whatever, Siege of Orgrimmar, where everyone needs to have 5 million health, I get that. You want to be picky on who you let in, but anything other than that to me is probably going to be a fast run anyway, because like I said, a lot of people are doing a solid amount of damage to where not knowing the raid mechanics isn't really a thing, because you kill most of the people. So I think I've died once doing all the raids. I died on Siege of Orgrimmar, and I've done a bunch of these raids, and I've only died once. So you kill things so fast that they don't have a real chance to cycle through their mechanics, you know what I mean? So, but people are still picky. There's been a bunch of times where it was supposed to be a normal, Throne of Thunder, whatever, 10 man or whatever, a normal one, you queue in and they still like, no, they don't pick you. So I just can imagine the frustration most people must feel when trying to do this in a normal setting that's not a bunch of OP people. Well, everyone's OP, so everyone should be viable to play in the raid because everyone's doing crazy damn. Well, supposed to be. I don't, you know, I'm not for some reason, but you just never do the raids. You never get picked if you're not at the top of the damage, or you know, you don't have a 500 item level or something. Trying to queue for raids in the normal setting outside of your guild, I'm assuming. Yeah, you would just never be able to do the raids. I don't know how, because people are so picky on this, so they have to be 10 times pickier in the normal setting, I would assume. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm kind of like not looking forward to. Like I said, I've been ready to get back into the game and trying to raid on a normal account, but it's gonna be an insane uphill battle for sure. But yeah, I don't, you know, I'm level 62 and I don't even know if I've done 1,000,000 damage with this paladin. So I don't, that paladin that I saw was level 40 doing 5,000,000 damage or whatever. I just don't know. I got some haste there. 7 haste. Oh. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to keep playing though. I'm not going to let that deter me from finishing out, at least grinding to the end. Maybe you know, someone can tell me, yeah, your attacks.
I need to target someone first.
Yeah, I just, like I said, if you're a level 20 or a level 40, there's no build at that point. You don't have many skill trees unlocked, and your gear is low tier anyway, but you're doing over 1,000,000 damage. To me, that says there's something huge I'm missing here. Yeah, I feel like I was doing way more damage as a mage. Are mages just that much better than paladins? But again, like I said, as a paladin, it's doing way more damage to me. Like, I'm not even at 100k and I'm at level 60. I feel like it has nerfed my experience. I don't know. Let's jump in. This video is becoming kind of long, but let's jump in a pre-made heroic. Let's do a normal. Yeah, normal. Just to see. Jump into normal, see what my DPS is looking like, and see if there's anything in there that's gonna out DPS me. You level up really fast, like I said, it's super fast. Sounds cool to me. I mean, why wouldn't that be cool? Right? I mean, it sounds like a cool effect. Is it garbage? I wouldn't know. But in this OP situation, it shouldn't be garbage. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. If someone's like, yeah, you're just picking the wrong abilities. How? It's literally said it does 10,000 holy damage. So times that by whatever craziness that this gives you, it should be OP period. You should be doing crazy damage. So I don't, in this situation, like in normal accounts, I get it. You know, maybe just other things that are just better than other ones. And I get that for sure. But like I said, in this, it shouldn't matter. Especially, like I said, I keep going back, when a level 20 is doing millions of damage. This could be flawed. I don't know. Maybe it's not calculating stuff right. I don't know, but maybe I'm bugging for no reason, and I'm the one doing. Maybe I'm to them. I'm doing all the damage. I do like this mount though. I never had got one of these in the normal mist, but this is one of the mounts you can get. It is pretty cool, but it seems like getting them isn't that hard because I finally found the quest or the area that you have to grind the reputation to get one of these. So it's just a reputation grind. For some reason I thought they dropped in a raid.
Have you brought fresh corpses? Hmm?
I've done the same quests over and over again. It's starting to get daunting. Mind-numbingly daunting.
Out here against the odds.
Not gonna lie. When I started this paladin, I was like, oh my god, man. But it is a good way to get XP for sure. To me, I don't know. Maybe
Rico feel happy that Wicked
maybe
is
XP
here.
isn't important. Maybe getting to 70 isn't what's important. It's finding the cheese zone and just grinding these threads. Maybe that's what I've been not seeing this entire time. But they patched those frogs, so you can't even grind the frogs anymore, right? From what I've learned.
Blood and thunder.
So what other
Our
areas
orders stand. No.
is the zone? I don't get it. I've been trying to grind out these gems, but I'm not dumping a bunch of bronze on the gem thing to get a bunch of all the gems I need, because you get a bunch of these like leech and armor, all that stuff. I get that for days, but haste, crit, and mastery, far and few between. And I'm a super low level still. I mean, level 63, that's not super low, but so by the time I think, and I got these early on, my first character I had to actually get the achievements to get all these trinkets, which is kind of dumb, but whatever. I had all the gems I needed by that point, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But when you get the trinkets early on in the new characters, it is kind of hard to, for me anyway, it's kind of a challenge to grind it out. Pause. I don't even bother putting the 2-star ones in there, because what is that doing? But you know what? Put this leech in there. Why not? Oh, also these skills that you get for your armor is crazy. That does make a difference for sure. I notice everyone uses the same ones too, so that's not even a mystery. People can say, well, you're not doing a lot of damage because you're not using the right trinkets. Well, I don't think that's the case, because there's only, everyone uses the same ones. Even the ones that people I've noticed that do crazy damage in the raids, I check to see what trinkets they're using, because it tells you on the DPS meter, and I got all those trinkets. So.
Oh, hello there. It's good of you to
Level
visit
70,
all the anti-storm
level
stuff.
29, level
I am not
70.
I am 10.
Let's see what this level 29 hunter does. This level 70 is gonna kill everything super quick anyway, so really does. Yeah, everything's just disintegrating. He's a rat paladin, just like me, I think. Yeah.
Ooh, crashing. Ooh, party.
4 million, that's not bad. Level 70. Let's see what we have.
Me gonna poke you in the hookah. Come on.
He died immediately. level 70 demon. The demon hunters are beasts. They do a lot of damage. Everyone's faster than me too, I noticed that. Even on my level 70s, everyone's just way faster.
What's it? Are they... What are they doing to our elementals? Hey, you! Those are our flying beer monsters?
Pay up! They made it through those elementals.
Double or nothing on the next group. Yes! So close! Just a pinch of... Oops! Too bitter. Just a drop of honey and a cane of sugar and maybe some corn. Yes! More corn!
It's too far away.
Yes! No! Yes! No! Peppers!
Dude, they die so fast. Like, it's almost just, you might as well just stand here.
What is this thing? That doesn't matter. Nothing will stop it now. Not what I said. Can it be?
I barely did any damage.
Harmony of flavor. Such heady aroma. It is the perfect food. The name of Storm Stout will be sung
5,
once
6.
again.
Oh my god.
Uncle Gar, this brewery was left in your care. What have you done?
What is it?
Again?
What is
Don't
it?
you see? I have
Look, he
made
has
a
nothing.
name
Literally
for myself
nothing.
at last. I have
I wish you could see
brewed
people's
perfection.
fame.
What cause?
Like,
The brewery
how do
is
you see that?
trashed,
Is that what you see?
infested. Details. And there are vermin in the main store.
Look, Chen Stormstout, we all can't be heroes, running from our responsibilities, tromping around the dread wastes, saving the world. Some of us are artists.
When that rat paladin left, everyone's leaving. Alright,
I think the brewery might be on fire.
his item level, well, some of his items were at 556, so he just pushed his item level to the max. But that hunter level, what was he? I can't even remember. Was pretty close to my DPS. So I don't know. Maybe I just suck. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay to suck. But if you suck, that means you can get better, and I just need to figure out what am I doing wrong. I should have copied that rat paladin's talents. That other one. But yeah, so I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting into it, man, I would say absolutely. Still have fun with it. You level quick. Getting the mounts and getting the bronze isn't hard, to be honest. If you just grind, like I said, grind the dungeons and grind the daily dungeons, and then do the raids, the raid finder. I got it quick. Like, you know what I mean? It's not crazy hard at all to get that stuff. Now, to get the mounts, and then get some transmog gear, and then you want to make a character OP like that dude's gear was by buffing it with bronze on top of trying to, yeah, that'll take some time, 100%. Like, that's gonna be a hard grind because I had to kind of make. I had to use when I had my hunter. I didn't spend almost any bronze, and I had like a couple 100,000. And then I bought some transmog gear, and then I used that bronze for the transmog gear and some mounts. Um, and then with my mage, I started buffing the gear with bronze from that account. So I feel like if you just wanted one character and you just went ham with that character at the beginning, you'd be you'd be all right. But at this point, it's probably too late. But you can still hop on and still have fun. But yeah, it is a grind to have to buff your character with bronze, upgrade all this stuff, buy gems, then try to get some mounts, then try to get some transmog gear if you wanted that. That would take some. That would definitely take some grinding. I don't think it's crazy, but it would. Yeah, it would take some hours, lots and lots of hours for sure. But yeah. But other than that, if you just want to come up here, you know what I mean, experience some raids, experience some OP-ness characters that you never really used before. This makes it more forgiving because they're still doing damage. Just even if your rotation's wrong, even if your items are wrong, you don't have crit enough, you don't have mastery enough, or strength, or whatever the case is, because you have this cloak that's buffing you, it helps. It helps you. It compensates for your incompetence. So, which is what it's doing for me probably, because I'm not doing any damage. But yeah, so. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Happy to be back on. I might make another video for this ends to see if I can actually get a character OP. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try real hard. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna be one hitting Hell Scream, and it's gonna be all rainbows and fairy tales. But other than that, I hope to see y'all in the next video. Be safe out there and have a good one. Peace.